What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Chewed Up and Spit Out. As always, I'm just Dusty.
And I'm still Jeff.
And I'm Timmy, a.k.a. the Fat Chef.
And sitting with us again for one final time before he departs to the big city, we have Kyle.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy.
Good to be back again.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming back on.
Yeah, the artist previously known as Down the Street Kyle.
Yeah, previously known as. Yeah, no, I'm going to be very far away, Kyle,
Yeah,
in a
you're
minute.
gonna be big city Kyle.
Yeah,
Way down the street, Kyle.
Way down the street.
down that big street we call the highway.
Yeah, down that big street of life we call the highway.
Are you staying in Colorado or are you heading out?
Going to Denver. Yeah,
Righto.
yeah.
Wow. Like, will they have even more restaurants?
Right? Yeah, I mean, significally more, I hope, but...
I know this trip gets kind of old. But what's that? Well, I don't know. What do I want to eat? Well, I don't want pizza and I don't want tacos. Ah, fuck.
Well, yeah, we got chicken wings too,
Yeah.
The funny thing, too, is thinking about it with a town like this as compared to a big city. It's kind of the beauty of a big city. Like, one good bender in a town like Durango, even one just good solid night where it's like I went out in the wrong mood and I started drinking whiskey at like 4 o'clock. One good night like that. And you could have problems at all of the bars in town. Any place you would want to go the next day, you'd be like, I can't fucking show my face there.
Oh, absolutely.
A big city, you can hit 10 bars after you're blacked out, make an ass out of yourself. And then the next day, wake up and be like, well, I could just not go to those 10 bars today. I'll go to the other fucking 10.
Just go to this other district over here.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go to the East District and get blackout drunk and shit myself.
Don't
That
have a
sounds
bad
like a
rep
challenge to me.
Yeah.
there. Oh,
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. That would be a challenge right there.
Banned from Denver.
One man, one night. He has to get banned from every bar in town.
Yeah, there's a few cities that I go back to. Just leave those in the dust.
Yeah. And that would be the thing too, is it would start off as a challenge. Halfway through the night, you would have gone through all the like clever ways you could have got yourself banned from places. Like, then I went in and did this and got banned from this bar because I was too drunk. But after about 11 p.m., it's going to just be like, nah, he just took off his pants and started walking in and out of bars. They just kept kicking him out. All right, here. Okay, I'm leaving. Okay, check this one off the list.
Some pretty solid dedication, though. I mean, not going to deny that.
Yeah, he almost had it, but his last stop was that gay bar in the seedy part of town.
You would have to get efficient at it,
Yeah. I'm here at a party. Oh, hey, you came to the right place.
Oh, shit.
I will say I've never been kicked out of a bar in Durango except the Act. I got kicked out of a show at the Act, like before the first opener even finished their set.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's not a good time to get kicked out.
It's not. No.
Yeah.
It was quite disappointing.
I got kicked out halfway through the encore of a show. That's when you get kicked out.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
because then you've got your money's worth.
Security
at that
was
point.
straight up hauling me and my wife through a line of people, like packing themselves to get out the door, and it's like, no, you guys gotta go. Move aside.
Oh my
I just
God.
look at Jeff as they're pulling us like, I'll get us a spot at the bar.
Exactly. Fucker, can you kick me out too? Shit.
Exactly. I want to get kicked out. Someone pass that joint back this way. It was funny to me, too. I always found comedy in getting kicked out of that show for smoking weed. Because, like, everyone in the show was smoking weed. There were joints that just kept coming around. I had hit one, passed it to Kim, and she hit it. Then passed it back off, and you can see through the lights, the whole fucking place is just hotboxed. And then
And that's how
security
the whole
comes
town
up and
got
grabs
hurt.
us, and they're like, you guys are smoking weed. I was like, we were. It's over there if you want some. We went down the line already. You need to go hit those guys up, man.
sorry, man.
If you stand here, I'm sure another one will come back around. He's like, no, you don't get it. You're kicked out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This big old cloud is all my fault.
Yeah. Yep, it's me. It's just me. You see down there in the
Cheaping like a
front
chimney.
row how it just looks like a train is parked? Yep, that's me from up here on the balcony. We got some iron lungs. Oh, yeah.
It's weird. You can't get kicked out of bars for smoking weed in Denver anymore.
Beautiful.
They'll search you,
Really?
but they're like, yeah, you can like smoke, just take it out on the patio. Like
Take
we're
it
not
out on
gonna
the patio.
confiscate pipes or anything. So,
Yeah. That's beautiful because I've been trying to think of a place we could logistically do a live podcast, and it would have to be somewhere where I can smoke weed because, ain't no way Dusty's doing a podcast sober.
Oh my god, I don't think anybody wants that.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Chewed Up and Spit Out. I'm Dustin.
Oh man,
Yeah.
get like reverse fucking ratings. Jesus.
Reverse ratings, yeah. Somehow we're losing previous listens that we had already had. People are retroactively unlistening to things they've already listened to.
The guys at Spotify's are being assholes.
Yeah. They're pulling the podcast out of people's memory. I feel like I listened to a podcast yesterday, but I can't fucking remember it anymore. Spotify has re-downloaded the podcast.
Yes, folks out there who are listening, please like and subscribe, and we'll keep Dusty stoned so he's still funny. Okay.
Yep, and look out for the Keep Dusty Stoned t-shirts coming at you soon.
There you go. Nice.
Shit, unemployment keeps dicking around. Look out for the Keep Dusty Stoned GoFundMe.
So a couple of days ago was the first day that legal weed was sold in Arizona. In
Oh,
Phoenix.
fuck yeah.
Wow,
Wow,
nice.
shit.
Cool.
Man.
I think that I brought the green to Arizona when I
You
moved
did.
back.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. The funny thing
That's
is,
not
too,
really
you weren't
true.
even smoking. I think it was just residual weed smoke stuck in your beard from hanging out over here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because I don't smoke weed like at all.
Yeah. Like, Timmy
Very
hasn't
rarely.
smoked in forever, but after hanging out at Dusty's house for a few days, his beard actually tests higher than a Vietnam vet.
Yeah, it's feasible. I can kind of see that,
Yep.
Spend some time in close quarters with some microphones around and, well, the fucking clouds.
Yeah.
You got Arizona secondhand high.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, how's your world, Kyle? How's your world been? Have you been still on the old unemployment train?
Yeah,
Choo-choo.
definitely still unemployed, but the benefits have run out at this point.
So that's the thing, actually. And I was kind of hoping you would say that, because that's the thing that's actually kind of worth talking about. They kind of just stopped
They did.
all of the unemployment for everyone, and for those who, like me, who worked the whole goddamn first wave when you motherfuckers were getting new PlayStations and computers and drones.
I got really good at Call of Duty.
You did.
Yeah.
And it was funny how it worked, because it pretty much cut it off after my first unemployment. I got my first one. I was like, this ain't so bad. And it just stopped. Well, this is kind of bad.
I mean, yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah, it's weird.
And what I think had happened was, so they did the $600 on top of regular unemployment at the beginning of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they
Planned for the future.
exactly. They didn't allot for people to have a higher limit that they, like a total limit that they could pull from unemployment. And so they were like, yeah, we'll give you like tons of money, at the beginning. They were just like throwing it out, but it was, they didn't plan for the future. And so now this second wave, everyone is kind of going under, and it's, it's not good.
It does seem like the first round of the stimulus to, and I know there were people out there who got it and needed it and used it for stuff, but it seemed more like America treated it like a rap video.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
overall, it's like, wait, we're all laid off? No one's had to work? Like, what are you going to do with your stimulus? Like, I'm going to get gold teeth and I'm going to stand on top of a Lamborghini and make it rain for 35 seconds because that's what I can do with my unemployment.
And it's the middle of
Good
summer.
day.
You know,
Yeah, it's the middle of summer.
People are like setting up their kiddie pools in the backyard. I mean, just fucking blacked out, drunk by 11. I wasn't the only one,
No,
for
that-
once.
that was-
Absolutely. Yeah, it was normal.
People were howling collectively at a certain time of the night. I what was it, 8 o'clock?
Oh my God, I remember
Something
that.
like that.
Wow,
Everyone
yeah.
was howling, just like,
Yeah.
Unity, the second wave. No, it's like, don't fucking howl at me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all kind of sinking into this.
I'm still on unemployment. In week 1, I spent all my money on a grill and some fucking making it rain on a Lamborghini.
Yeah, definitely a different feel
But it
this
was
time
fun,
around.
man.
It
It was
is.
worth it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's natural. Like that is human nature for everyone to get the money during summer. Like you were saying, that's human nature to like, you get something like that at the beginning of summer, nonetheless. Not like at the end of summer, beginning of summer and spring. You're like, winter's, that's the way people think. Like, winter's never coming. Everything's all right forever. I don't need to work. I'm fucking rich now. I can do whatever I want.
Whatever I want.
Whatever I want, yeah. And then winter, even the fall time, once fall comes, it's like, fuck. You got to store for the winter. What do we have left? Like, nothing? A picture of you making it rain on a Lamborghini?
Well, and I think it was
Totally worth it, though, buddy.
Yeah.
I think it was a feeling too of people wanting to make themselves feel better. There's this we're all getting laid off. It's a shitty feeling. The society seems to be crumbling around us, and no one wants to think rationally in a situation like that.
No one wants to store nuts then. They want to bust them.
Yeah, absolutely. Bust nuts all over.
Yeah, there's definitely some substitution going on there. I mean, I'll just fill this whole responsibility void of my life with drugs and alcohol. Sounds fucking great.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Then winter came.
And then,
Yeah.
we were children of summer.
Children of summer.
Never
Yeah.
seen a winter in our lives.
You never see the winter. And all of a sudden, winter is coming. And with it, the ruining of the series.
No.
I wish Ned Stark would have
Oh
told
my
us
God.
that right in the beginning. Winter is coming. And with it, the ruining of something you love. Okay, thanks, Ned. I'm going to go ahead and tune out.
Cool.
Well, that's why they killed him in the first
That's why
season.
they killed him. He would have been brutally. He seemed like the brutal honest type. He would have been brutally honest about it.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
this isn't going to end well.
Yes.
No, we'll win. I know. I mean, it's just not gonna. It's not gonna go over well.
Well, hey,
Sean Bean out.
we did have Tiger King to get us through, though.
We did.
Oh,
yeah.
I never participated in that.
You still never did Tiger King?
No,
Missing
didn't.
out.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Yikes.
dude, it's fun.
Carol
It's some
Baskin
fun
killed her
stuff.
husband. I can tell you that
Yeah.
much. That's
That seems to be
all I learned.
That's some shit. That's important things to know. Carol Baskins killed her husband.
Oh
For
my
sure.
goodness.
And in dire times, you can get free expired meat from Walmart.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can get free expired meat
Yeah.
from Walmart.
Wow.
Also good to know. And like, it's way less hard than you ever would have thought to get a tiger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
$5,000. If I would have known that shit,
Dude,
Man.
if I would have known that, I wouldn't have had a Ford Escape to drive to work. I would have had a tiger.
And
I would
And
have.
that would have ended horribly right away. Tiger, let me ride you to work. Okay, guys, that's a reason people don't ride tigers.
Nah,
Except
whatever.
for
You'd be
Rodney
like
James Dio.
You'd be like He-Man riding on, was it called Raja? I don't remember his
Yep,
like,
yep. I think,
lion.
oh, no, I think Raja
horse
was the
thing.
fucking, I think Raja was the Aladdin tiger.
Oh, I don't know. Well, either way, you could
But
ride,
yeah.
ride into work like He-Man. I don't
Uh-huh.
care what his mighty lion steed was.
In the original, he was going to ride Lion-O from Thundercats, but there were problems with that. Turns out in the Thundercats cartoon, the Thundercats are a big deal, but in the He-Man cartoon, they're just common house animals.
isn't that how Dio died? Ride the tiger.
Riding the tiger. No, that's how he lived.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Also,
So,
I
did
think
you guys-
that's a
Did you
requirement.
guys hear about a bunch of like gamers ruining the stock market by spending a bunch of money on GameStop?
Oh,
Yeah.
sir.
Making a bunch of rich people lose a bunch of money.
Did I hear
Mhm.
that is the stupidest thing ever? Not the situation, but for them to advertise in the news. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like them that happening and them seeing it and being upset about it, you know, it makes sense. But if I were like one of the rich guys and I saw that, I wouldn't be like, this news needs to get out. I'd be like, keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, I know.
Don't you ever say the word Reddit in public on the news. Because first thing I did, you know, I saw that article and they're like, fucking, these people are all just making tons of money fucking over the rich using the app Robinhood and the r/fucking Wall Street bets
Mhm.
or stock market bets thing. And first thing I did was think, I've got Robinhood and I've got Google. I would have never known about r-Wall Street bets if you guys hadn't just put it on the news trying to tell me how horrible it is. I made fucking $150 last night.
Yes, we did hear about that.
Yeah, we heard about that. I heard about that a little bit.
Nice.
And I love the irony. I love the irony because I was telling Jeff earlier that, you know, that's how they came up with the name of the app, is when the guy was trying to figure out what to name his stock market for everyone app. Someone presented the idea that there could be the problem, you know. His guy came to him and he's like, I was looking into this. Theoretically, groups of people could get together on the internet with no connection whatsoever and use your app to take over the rich people. It's like, I know what I'm going to call it. Robinhood. Thanks. I needed a name.
Yeah, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, I think is what they
Exactly.
call that.
Right?
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. And I love that the rich are getting fucked. I always get
Oh,
amused
man.
by the rich getting fucked. Unless
That's
you
great.
want to invest in this podcast, because if you do and you'd like to sponsor us,
Then we're
I'm
totally got
sorry.
your back, rich people.
I'm sorry about all this. Yeah.
We
If
don't
you-
want to eat the rich. We want to feed the rich.
No, I want to be the Lamborghini that he's standing on making it rain.
Nice.
Yeah, we've professionally been feeding wealthier people than us for like most of our fucking
Yeah,
lives, right?
exactly. We have
Yeah.
been feeding the rich.
yeah, we're here for you guys.
Unfortunately, but
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Feed us sometime. Jesus Christ, come on. Too much to ask?
Shit.
Yeah. So yeah, what's your thoughts on all the stock market shenanigans,
You know,
shenanigranery?
I agree. I think it's if I were one of those rich people, I wouldn't want that news getting out, because now everyone knows what a hedge fund is, and we're all like, educating ourselves about the stock market through social media, and it's like, we finally found a way to hurt rich people. Like, yes, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Like, nothing else worked, but apparently, you know, this obscure financial technique worked.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
We finally found the chink in the armor, I guess. We don't need a lot of money per person, just
We
a
just
little
need
bit,
a lot of people.
and a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It is craziness too that just the whole concept behind it of like finally getting one over on them, and the news too making me wonder, because like, you know, with me it was like I heard the news and it instantly was like, oh, I didn't know I could use this Reddit thing as a community to help me just figure out like where people are going to be moving money in short order. But I wonder how many other people, because it's national fucking news, were sitting in places that didn't even know that they could invest $5 and start playing with it on an app on their phone, who are all of a sudden like, I can do what? And then go to what? That okay. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
You fuckers just created an army.
No kidding. I mean, just see that guy who's been playing the fucking market for 20 years or whatever. No, you guys need to diversify your investments. Otherwise, it could totally ruin us. we don't need to diversify. We could just totally ruin you, and we make money. I mean,
Yeah.
And bringing the regular man in on that too. You have, like the financial guy saying that, and then on the other hand, you have the guy who hasn't been playing the stock market for fucking 15 years. He's been playing Candy Crush. He's like, nah, I spend more money on candy bombs than this shit, fool. Shut your mouth. I'll put my $10 where I want to put my $10. I got a new Candy Crush. It's called Eat the Rich.
So let me, I guess, walk through the whole process of how this is working, right? So they drove up the price of GameStop stocks, and that screwed over these hedge fund owners, right? Because then this creates
well, they were shorting it.
Yeah, they were betting a bid.
So they were betting against it, because all the things that they're picking are things that not only were doing rough before, but they're doing more rough, like COVID is going to kill them.
Right.
And so, like, GameStop is a good example. Like, no one's going to GameStop now that you can download games, and you might die from going out to get a game.
Right.
So with GameStop, their stock was just plummeting, and so it was considered a shitty stock. And so no one's going to buy it unless you get a community together of, thousands or millions of people who are like, fuck these fat fucks. I love GameStop. I'm not going to let them crush and rich people get more rich because they've bet against them.
Right.
Let's all buy this worthless stock. Because when you buy enough worthless stock, it's no longer a worthless stock. It becomes worth something.
Yeah.
And that was my little trick to make money. Is just the other day, just last night, I bought something that was completely worthless. Because people were gathering together to buy this thing that was completely worthless and make it worth something. And because of them, that became worth something. It doubled in fucking
perceived
price.
value as actual value.
Yeah.
Yeah, which are completely two separate things, because in reality, the rich people were kind of right, because people are going to stop going to GameStop more often when you could just stream them or, get the just games off the internet.
Right.
So they're right. However, there's something about sentimentality here.
Yeah.
In fact, I even heard they're thinking about targeting Blockbuster. Like, they're going to revive Blockbuster.
Oh
my
gosh.
Blockbuster. There you go. Oh my god.
I did see, I saw, what was it? Tootsie Roll, AMC theaters.
Yeah.
And so this is what pissed me off, though. It's the man pulling his shit. Because I saw that, and I was going to move on some AMC and help be a part of that. But fucking Robinhood blocked everyone from buying AMC as of 8 o'clock this morning.
That's right. Yeah.
So I went on and was like, I'll jump on this train. Fuck them. I love movie theaters, even though it's probably not going to save movie theaters if COVID is killing them. I'll still rally for the place where I've had so many countless movie adventures,
Yeah, I love theaters. Yeah, absolutely.
Done, yeah. Eat popcorn, watch movies. Back in the day, you take chicks out to movies you don't want to watch, make out the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go watch Napoleon Dynamite.
Hey, what are you trying to say about Napoleon Dynamite?
I've never got through that whole movie.
Oh my god,
I've watched it 5 times. I've never got through that whole movie. It's always with a girl, and the end result is me never getting past him talking to the llama before shit's going down. I'm just like, nah, just fucking do your thing. Do your thing, Napoleon. I don't know why you make the girls so moist, but for some reason that used to be the thing. Netflix and chill used to be put on Napoleon Dynamite and do hand stuff.
Well, he makes you look better, is what it is. I think they see Napoleon Dynamite and then they see you.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually a good
Tricky.
point. Yeah.
Fuck, they're always taking girls to Titanic and whatever, and they're just watching Leo fucking DiCaprio, and I'm sitting there well, shit.
Yeah, dude, never take a chick to Titanic.
Or Troy.
Plus the emotional. Yeah. No, I never take a chick to Troy, because then at the end I get up and it's it's all awkward. And she's like, Brad Pitt was so hot. And I'm like, I don't have a boner.
Don't you think I know it?
There you go. Trying to have to suck in your gut like for the next 2 hours or whatever. It's all right.
No. And so actually, truthfully, with me though, Troy was the worst possible movie for any girl to watch with me. I think it was. I want to say I was already with Kim when Troy came out, like the most recent, the Brad Pitt one, but. Whereas, most dudes take their chicks to like action and the chicks getting all moist at the guys. I'm a Greek mythology buff. So I'm all over that movie. I'm just ruining the whole thing for her. Well, you see that fucking dude over there? That's the cousin of that guy. And that guy used to roll with fucking Hercules. Like, I'm trying to watch the movie, dude. Let me enjoy Brad Pitt's glistening torso. And I'm like, well, he didn't actually look like Brad Pitt. No, really? Really?
And I heard he was probably gay, right? Greek mythology, probably a little sexually.
Yeah, he's probably seen one up close.
Oh yeah, he's for sure seen one up close. Yeah. That's and that's the thing is growing up, right? So growing up, originally get into Greek mythology, and it's like, they're all cool, and then the revelation comes around. Someone points it out, and it's the early '90s, and it's like, no, all the Greeks were fucking dudes, and they're all gay. It's like, oh, the Greeks were gay. And then you get into the modern age and start to grow older, and especially me with researching for high mythology stuff, I realize I'm like, well, Greeks weren't really gay. I mean, some of them were. But for the most part, it just seems like they had a stern everybody fucks rule. Yeah. It's like, nobody gets left out and fucking. Like, what, am I not going to jerk my bro off while we're banging this girl? Like, am I rude? Am I a poor host? Am I a poor host, I ask you? Do I want Zeus to cast me down?
It eases digestion after their long fucking, dinner parties. Good old orgy. Call it good,
And then there's some interesting stuff with the Norse in that same aspect, too, where it's like, looking into their mythology, it becomes clear, like, there's some gay people and some straight people, but for the most part, those people are equally odd to everyone else. Like, being straight is as odd as being gay in the ancient world.
Choosing like, one or the other.
You choose to only fuck ladies? Like, so you're cutting it off. Like, I've got a centaur over there with all three genitals. There's a third genital in the centaur race, and you're telling me you only fuck human women? Weirdo.
Hey, a warm wet hole is all I need, right?
That's actually that came from the Iliad. I don't know if you remember that part. A warmest, wettest hole is all I need.
Good old Homer.
Good old Homer.
Oh wow.
Dough. Oh jeez. Oh, I wish I had my drums. Oh man. Oh, so yeah. I guess we should move on into a topic. I think I've got a topic here. We're gonna try something new. I'm gonna try just bringing up something new in the culinary world, seeing as how there's a good percentage of us who haven't been cooking in a while. Fuck you, Jeff. Which, by the way, congratulations on getting back into the kitchen.
Yeah, kind of happy about it. I don't get to sit here and talk about it all day long every day. I get to go do it.
You get to go do it. Yeah. I talk about it, and sometimes I wonder if I'm talking about things that actually happened, or if I'm just like, it's so long in the past that I'm just inflating the memories. Like, did we used to make pizzas, or was I making that up?
Yeah. No, it's kind of funny, like the little things you notice that are different, like being super excited to go to work, like just strolling like happily in the morning and going to work. Like, yeah, I'm essentially, dude, check this out and go fucking do stuff. Get there and like set up the whole fucking side of my line in 35 minutes tops, and I'm ready for the first customer, and I still got like 40 minutes till we open. Like,
oh man,
hey guys, like, can I help you do something over there?
I'm essential. Hey, not right now. Just go ahead and chill. Oh.
Now, another funny aspect is in my particular place of employment, I'm the solamente gringo in the kitchen, all right? Which is fucking awesome, if you ask me. I miss my Latino hermanos, my brethren, because they understand half the shit I say, so they can't get offended,
Yeah.
So I just run my fucking mouth, and no one gives two shits. It's a nice little change from our last job. And then, my Spanish did go to shit, though, in 2 months, Like, I think my first shift back, like, I worked the morning side, worked my station on the line, fucking slayed it. Got scheduled or roped into a double. Well, when I was working that night, I had no idea they wanted me to expo. I'm like, for you guys that don't know out there, being an internal expo is standing between the two guys who are really working, and you're reading off tickets back and forth and trying to organize plates and making sure ticket times are down and shit like that, But I had to do this in Spanish. And so I'm reading English tickets in Spanish to two different amigos or translating somewhere in there. Yeah, there's just certain things I just forgot how to fucking say. Like, how do you say mushroom in Spanish? I don't think I ever knew that one.
Oh God, I can't.
I don't know.
I've had
Mustard.
to. I've had to say it 3 times in my life. Possibly more, but I remember almost every time I would have to try to remember to the point of snapping, not snapping in anger, but literally what the fuck? What is it? Until one of the dudes that I work with, it's like, Migo, fucking da da da. And every time even though I'd say it right, I go, yeah, cut 5 pounds of that. If I can, next time it comes up,
Even then, I mean, stuff that I used to know all the time, I just kind of lost words for Monticello. I have to sit there and fucking think about that. I think that means butter, right? It sounds so different than butter, And I'm trying to fucking translate in my head how to fucking do this shit.
Mantequilla,
yeah,
Mantequilla. Yeah, it does sound different than, way different than butter, but it's one of my favorite words in the Spanish language. Straight up, butter and blue are my 2 favorite words. Just because they both sound so fucking badass, what is your name, senor? Mantequilla Azul.
Damn. Sounds like a count or something,
Yeah, exactly. Mantequilla Azul. See.
The old blue butter.
The old blue butter. And the white guy walks up, blue butter? Yeah, way to ruin it.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, shit. Yeah, little things you fucking are just different now, which I'm sure, I don't know, I'll be jaded again here before too long, but in the meantime, I'm just enjoying that little hooray,
Yeah, I'm kind
of
of
must roll dull, I promise.
Wait till that first time I ever seriously get in the weeds, probably next week.
Yeah.
La seta. That's mushroom. Seta.
Seta?
S-E-T-A. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Let's see how Google pronounces it. Seta. Seta.
All right.
Seta.
I'll have to take that one with me to work.
Seta. Yeah. Oh, I like this one better. I don't know if this is Spanish, but Elongo.
Wow.
It's spelled El Hongo, so. And it's fungus mushroom billycock. So if a guy named Billy whips out his cock, you're like, El Hongo.
Anglo e longo.
El Hongo e longo. Si, Mantequilla Azul.
Jeez. You're right. New comic strip character.
New comic strip. Oh, that's going to be a dirty comic strip.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, so yeah, before we got into the Jeff work, which was a good thing. That was a thing that I meant to bring up earlier before we got into this topic, because this one could just go on forever if we start ranting.
The Jeff work?
Impossible Meats. Namely, their newest invention, Impossible Pork.
Yeah. Heard a little something about that.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Yeah, okay. It's from the makers of the Impossible Burger. And the oddest part, the first 2 are the weirdest ones to me. It's kosher, halal, and vegan. And it's a ground pork
awesome.
sausage substitute that is ground pork and sausage substitute that is gluten-free as well. So it hits all of the markers.
Oh. Pork is always gluten-free.
Exactly. And I thought that was a funny thing for them to mention. Like, it's a gluten-free meat substitute. Like, well, if it's substituting meat, shouldn't it be gluten-free? I mean, unless it's
made with soy.
Yeah.
Yeah, soy.
Yeah.
Always soy
yeah.
free.
Soy proteins. But it's rolling out in 5 cities this year across America.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Burger King in a breakfast sandwich.
That's in the future.
Right.
That's actually in their future. In their future is a Little Caesars sausage pizza, Impossible sausage pizza, and the Impossible croissant.
Yeah, that's what I heard about. I mean,
Well, they had the Impossible burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I still have never tried any of the Impossible stuff.
Oh no, I've got some reviews that we'll bring up in a little bit. But what do you guys think about which cities do you think are the cities they'll be rolling it out in?
Portland, San Francisco
for sure.
San Francisco. You got to roll it out in like the hipster cities, like Portland, San Francisco, Seattle. Those 3 of your 5 right there.
Right.
I'll say like different
New York City,
different boroughs of New York.
City.
I would say Denver, probably
Denver's probably one. Yeah. Actually, yeah, because that makes sense,
Yeah.
And people are high enough up in Denver that probably wouldn't mind.
Oh yeah, and you.
Probably not going to be in Atlanta or St. Louis.
Right.
Well, actually, funny thing is, I looking into it, I saw that when they the croissant and the Little Caesars pizza, those are both rolling out in like the weirdest fucking places. Like fucking I think it was some in Carolina, Atlanta, Tuscaloosa. It's a couple of Alabama cities. I was like, that is not the place to roll out your Impossible meat across the fucking deep south.
Nope.
Yeah, fuck, man. Most of those places are pretty goddamn territorial about their barbecue anyway. If you try to roll out a different style of barbecue in that place, you get fucking lynched.
Right. Yeah.
And also too, if you're gonna do fake pork, jackfruit. Jackfruit is a fruit that you can roast like pork. You can literally rub it and roast it like fucking pork, and it pulls like pork. And you can flavor it. It's slightly different than pork. It's a little bit sweeter, but it's still like it's a vegan pork substitute. And you're not with jackfruit. The beauty of that is you're not pushing a fake meat. You're pushing an actual fruit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the side I'm completely on with this. I mean, why try to make a food and have it pretend to be another food? I mean, call it something new. Like say like, all right, jackfruit, for instance, or like fucking eggplant or whatever. Just make a fucking dank vegetable. Like,
make a dank vegetable into something. Yeah,
this dish is awesome. Check it out. You
like
know?
Vegan burgers have never bothered me until Impossible Meat. Because, like I've seen before, like dank black bean burgers and shit. Like black bean fucking panko burgers, quinoa burgers and shit. And it's like, those are people going out of their way to create something where it's not a burger. But it is hearty, and it is its own fucking flavor profile, to the point where I've, known a ton of not vegetarians who are like, let me get that black bean burger real quick. That thing looks dank as fuck.
But I want bacon on it, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Top it with bacon. Yeah, I'm so anti-vegetarian. I always used to joke about carrying around like a little pendant. Like, you see in vampire movies where they have the little thing of holy water around their neck. Like that, but it's just fucking bacon bits. Just in case someone passes me off something and they're like, this is vegan. I'm like, hold on. Not anymore, it's not.
Suckers.
But yeah, so the Impossible Meat, Impossible Pork, is basically made from a mix of soy, sunflower, and coconut oil. And then they say with binders and heme, Heme, which sounds like the worst thing you could put it. It basically sounds like, someone's describing, and it instantly went in my mind. They're either jizzing or blowing snot into your food. It's like, how do you make that? Like, well, I throw in some binders and I have some soy stuff, and I just blow a big old wad of heme in there. Just that heme out. The heme sticks it together.
Hemoglobin.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it's derived from.
Which
is like an iron-rich something or another.
Beanies.
It gives oxygen to your muscles or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
My science is not not great, but I believe that's what it's from. I'm not sure.
No, and you're right. I looked into the science, and mine is not great. But from what I understood, it was what you were saying, and it's derived from some type of modified bean yeast.
Bean yeast.
Bean yeast, yeah. They said legume yeast. Man. So bean yeast.
Well, it's probably soy.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine that it comes from soy because most of it's a soy product. And I mean, it's kind of a cool idea if it wasn't so chemically altered. Like a substitute for meat that's sufficient and isn't going to take up all the resources that growing meat takes, because we have a lot of animals that are just being raised to be slaughtered and eaten. So, I mean, I love meat, but I see the total understanding of why it's kind of important to figure out something that's more sustainable. But I wish it was something that wasn't so like genetically modified, because I don't know how that'll work out for people in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
maybe you grow a third dick, which could be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has two, right?
It's like a third one.
A third one, yeah.
Getting shafted here.
But yeah, I mean, health wise. Oh, so this is the thing that got me with it. It fucking bleeds. They genetically modify it so it bleeds when you cook it, and you can cook it to mid-rare and it bleeds. But it bleeds fake blood. They have literally squeezed blood from a turnip.
Jeez. Either beet or some kind of,
Well, if it bleeds, it is prey.
If it bleeds, we can cook it.
If it bleeds, you can kill it.
So this impossible meat this is plant-based, different from lab-grown meat, which is, I don't really know what that is, but like it's different, right?
I think the lab-grown fake meat is basically what it is, I think. Unless you're talking about actual meat that they grow in labs. I don't know that we could do that yet. Are we doing
that? I hope so.
We got meat labs?
They're probably working on it, but I mean... but this is more of like a...
It's soy protein. It's kind of like tempeh.
Right.
That other shit in it. Heme and some other shit.
Heme. It's got just a big old glob of heme in it.
Hemoglobin.
Yeah, 4 guys drop their heme into every vat.
God damn it.
That's why it's high in sodium, huh?
Oh, yeah. And so that's the thing that I saw is like it's comparable health-wise to pork other than the sodium. Like, I think it beats pork on cholesterol pretty good, but it's like almost double the sodium.
Now, pork is kind of
more than double
naturally...
when I saw it.
Or more than double, yeah. Pork is one of the saltier meats.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, pork was like 81 milligrams per serving, and the heme-infested meat substitute, it's like 400 milligrams or something like that.
Yeah, okay, Jeez. Yeah. That's insanity on the salt content.
No joke.
It's like you're eating kidney stones.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with all the heme in it, you might be.
Whenever you say heme, it just sounds like you're whispering it straight into my ear.
So the funny thing is, it's spelled Heme, and when I read it as Heme.
And
then I heard somebody call it Heme. I was like, oh, all right, well, I like Heme.
Heme's better.
Heme.
You should call it. Honestly, I would be more likely to try one if you told me it had Heme in it, not some fucking heme. It's got 28 ounces of heme per pound. That's more than a pound worth of heme per pound.
Just a couple good tosses of
we
heme.
We do a heme compression and reduction to get more heme in there. You want some heme fresh?
Has anybody actually tried like the the beef version that they have already rolled out?
I have not myself.
I have not.
No.
Yeah, me neither. I don't have any real want to.
No.
Because at this point, it's more expensive than buying ground beef, so there's no reason for me to want to buy Heme over ground beef. I'm just going to start calling it Heme.
Yeah, I'm going to call it Heme everywhere I go to. And that's the sound I think I'll make if someone asks me if I want any. Like, do you want any of this Impossible Burger? No, I'm good.
Sounds like you need more fiber.
Yeah. Oh, but you know who did taste it? At least a group of, or they had the pork, but a taste panel of individuals who were meant to describe it and give it critique. And I had basically paraphrased 3 of them, my favorite 3 of all the reviews I read. So first review came from Vegan Lady, and this was one of my favorites. She had an actual name, but it became clear in what she said that she was just like a vegan lady, because she went off. And it's funny, she went off for like 2 sentences about the fucking mouthfeel and how it felt in her mouth and the texture on her tongue. Delicious. Yeah,
it was warm and the way salty,
the way it moves around your tongue. And she said, the funny thing to me is, she said she thought it tasted like, or she thought it tasted like what she thought pork would taste like.
It tastes like my husband's heme.
How much heme did you guys put in here? Because I've had a lot of heme down this gullet before. But I've never had it. Was that compressed? Did you reduce it? Yeah.
Like that one time at that Bukkake gangbang. All helping a heme.
All helping a heme.
That's what college is for.
Yeah. But that was the thing that I found funniest about her review, was throwing out the phrase, because that was a quote from her. I thought it tasted like what I think pork tastes like. So she's never had pork before in her life. She's eating it and they're like, how does it compare to pork? She's like, good, I'm pretty sure. I think this is what I assume pork would taste like.
I mean, on the pork subject, I did tell you that I wanted to open a restaurant called Porca Puttana, which is roughly Pighorn Italian. And basically, if anybody was like Muslim or Hebrew, what's Hebrew right now? Jewish, and they decided to break their religious duties, they could eat at my restaurant for free for the rest of their life.
Oh my God.
Damn.
That's blasphemous.
I really like the idea of feeding somebody that will religiously not eat something a substitute for it that's supposed to like bleed and look like it. I kind of find that oddly great. I don't know why.
Yeah. And so our next review came from the person I labeled American, because he had a name also, but he definitely seemed like
All-American boy,
Southern American barbecue dude, from the way he talked. But he basically just went off
Bubba.
but we'll call him Bubba for the sake of this. We will call him Bubba. So Bubba went off about how he hated the flavor and thought it was nothing like meat, and he said it was overly greasy, even compared to barbecue meat, which is what made me think he was a barbecue guy. He said it was overly greasy, and I'm a fan of barbecue, which is somehow like, how is your fake meat greasier than like barbecue pork, which is and I love a good greasy barbecue pork, but it is one of the greasier of the things you can eat. Like, to get more greasy than that, you're looking at grease soup.
Well, it makes sense with all of the, the oil that they have in it. It just seems like it seeps oil when you start to cook it.
Yeah. And coconut oil, I'm assuming, tastes nothing like the meat would. You go to eat it and you're like, meat drippings, and you start to drip in your mouth like, is that fucking suntan lotion?
Eating shampoo over here?
Eating shampoo? Is this herbal essence?
Goddamn.
Drip it into your pina colada.
And one thing that's weird about that, though, is if it's being created in a laboratory, basically, they get to control how much fat is being added to the product.
Yeah.
So that could be something that would be easily fixed if that was an actual issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they're like, no, it needs to be greasy because that's what meat eaters do, right? Because the people who make it have never eaten meat either. It's just like a burger, right? No, it's nothing like a burger. Yeah. And my third, and this one was by far my favorite of all of the reviews, was a Muslim man who they talked into being on the taste panel.
Ahmed.
Nice.
Yeah. It was said, yeah, Ahmed. But he said that he couldn't enjoy it the entire time that he was eating it. You know, he did say some things about the taste being off, but yeah, he did say that was the hardest part, was he couldn't get over the fact that it felt like he was sinning the entire time. Like it felt like he was breaking the rules.
Awesome. He could see all 72 virgins slip away
slipping
as
away.
he's eating this sandwich.
He's just sitting there crying. They're making me do this. I do not want to do this.
And they made him wash it down with a non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, wash this down with the St. Pauli's girl, non-alcoholic. Ahmed. I told you my name is not Ahmed.
Well, I can't
I'm an
pronounce
asshole,
your real
but that's
name.
kind of awesome. I mean, I don't know. I have plenty of. I have no no hate for the Muslim fellers, but man, I
No.
love that. That's awesome.
I love it too, especially because the fact that they were trying to market that. And even though they said in the articles, both of the articles I read about them, they said multiple times that they weren't specifically trying to market that.
Huh.
But they said it multiple times and then followed it up with, we're not specifically trying to market it to any religious communities that weren't allowed to eat pork before, but just so you guys are aware, we made it fully kosher and halal. And also, by the way, we're not specifically trying to market it to any religious communities, but for all you Muslims and Jews out there, we got a pork for you.
This pork's for you.
What you really got to do is make some bacon heme, because like bacon substitutes, fucking carrots, it's supposed to be tasting like bacon. Bullshit! It's just crispy carrots.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
off, you vegetarian.
What's in that jar? Bacon heme.
Bacon heme.
Is that pig semen?
Yep.
It's a big old jar of bacon heme.
That's what it is, huh? That is totally what it is.
Soylent heme.
Oh, that's
man.
awesome. That needs to be a song. We need to make it into a metal song.
Soylent heme isn't people.
It's pig semen. We're fine.
So stop it, you damn bastard. Soylent heme is semen. Not sailors either. Oh, Jesus.
You know that pigs can orgasm for like a half an hour? That's a lot of heme.
Wow.
That's a lot of heme.
Yeah, that's a lot of
heme. That's enough heme to fill a jar right there.
Jeez.
Jar and
Yeah,
heme
like a
must
quart
be quite an
container.
easy job. You just plug in the pig and you let him go. About a half an hour later, he'll nudge you. You put a cigarette in his mouth and take the jar.
The switch jars.
Switch jars. He's a heme factory. He smokes one cigarette. He's ready to go for another half hour.
Yeah.
Then you come in to
Well,
look at the
that's a-
pig and
that's a
realize,
lie.
oh, it's Ron Jeremy. I've always wondered what it would be like to meet you. It makes sense how you did porn. You're actually a pig in human skin.
Oh my
Pig and
God.
human skin. I love that too.
Pig in human skin.
I don't know how I'm going to use that in everyday conversation, which I don't have anymore.
Just use it like it's a metaphor that people are supposed to understand. You know, when
I'm gonna go
someone
talk to
throws
my-
something out, like, you know what they say, walking around like a pig in human skin.
This car drives like a pig in human skin.
This car drives like a pig in human skin. Am I right?
Yeah, that's the thing. You know,
I
we
think
don't.
my 3-year-old niece will love that one. She'll get a real kick out of it.
Oh my God. Be repeating that
He's a
one.
pig in human skin.
You're not going to make friends with your brother, are you?
That's the way to
And that's
do
how
it.
Tim got banned from his brother's house.
It wasn't the drum set you gave her for her birthday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's not quite old enough. She's got 2 more years before I get the whole drum set for her.
Just carry it in sticks until they make her own
what
whatever she finds.
She'll be happier than a pig in human skin.
Absolutely.
That's what uncles are supposed
It's
to
like
do.
a pig in shit times 10.
Times 10. Human skin is the shittiest shit you can find.
Yeah, because humans are shit, so I mean, it kind of works out, right?
Pig in human skin.
That's where low quality heme comes from.
That's where low quality heme comes from, yeah.
It's not that good quality pig.
You need that real pig heme.
Good old.
Now you get a
swine or
human
swine
and pig
heme.
skin. That's a different story.
Well, depends if they're vegetarians or, carnivores. Just ate a lot of fucking pineapples. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah. That's another good one to throw around. Turn that around for when someone's sad and see if that doesn't end their upsetness right away. Someone walks in looking upset, like, oh, look at you looking like a human in pigskin. What?
Save that for a server crying to walk in. Oh, little girl, you look like a human in pigskin.
I just see the conversation in HR. I didn't say she looked like a pig. I said a human in pigskin, and it's a thing I'm trying to make stick. Right now you're treating me like a goddamn human in pigskin, and I don't like it. Came into work this morning feeling like a pig in human skin. You done flipped the skins around on me. Turn me inside out.
Goddamn.
You got to drop those bombs every once in a while with the shortage of small talk these days.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to have your fun when you can have it.
Other than talking to you guys today, I haven't talked to anybody but my mother in... Well, I guess that's not true. My 3-year-old niece, my mother, and my brother in like a month.
Oh, jeez.
Man, yeah.
Well.
Yeah, Kyle's the first human I've seen outside of Jeff in a while. I'm still never have been fully convinced that Jeff actually exists.
Are you sure that he's not a pig in human skin?
Hey,
No, I'd be much happier if I were.
That seems like the life.
It's the life to live. That'd actually be a horrible life for a pig. Think about it. You're a pig, you put on human skin, and you're like, cool, I'm going to go wallow in shit. And then someone's like, nah, motherfucker, you got to pay rent. You want a shit pool? That shit pool costs money to maintain. You're going to need a shit pool guy. You're going to need to get a second job, take out a mortgage on your sty.
Jeez.
Honey, don't forget to put on your human suit.
Yeah.
Whoa. Got me thinking about
if a pig was to put on a human suit, where does the zipper start and end?
The taint. The zipper always starts in the taint. Everyone knows that. Any suit that you're putting on, the zipper starts in the taint.
Okay.
That's kind of inarguable.
Yeah, that makes
It
sense.
ends somewhere in the middle of the shoulder blades, and you have to like put the head on.
Yeah. Well, if according to Looney Tunes, they typically zip straight from the taint over the face, which kind of sucks because if you think about it, if you're underneath, you got to drag that zipper across your taint and then across your balls.
That's risky
and then up
business.
your body before you drag it up your nose and over your face.
Hope you don't get any whiskers
Goddamn
caught in it.
Exactly. Yeah. Haha, see? Surprise. I'm not actually a pig. I'm fuck. Oh fuck, I'm caught. I'm caught in the zipper. I'm caught in the zipper.
Franks and the beans.
Sweet. Thought you said you weren't a pig. I'm not. I've got a taint hair stuck.
I've got to say, I'm never going to see Impossible Pork the same way after this conversation.
Yeah, I think we just kind of checked that off the menu.
Yeah.
Impossible Pork is just a human in a pig suit.
Just a human in a pig suit. Just heaving all over the place.
Human in pigskin.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Human in pigskin. Oh.
Awesome.
Oh, sweet. The vegans did this. This is what they're doing to us.
No, I do wonder the
Pig
progression.
organs and some transplants and stuff.
Vegan organs?
No, pig organs.
Oh, pig. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like,
I think you're I think you're
how
right.
could they make vegan organs?
But don't they use like
Oh, we're losing you.
Pig organs for certain.
Getting like a little bit of technical difficulties on the audio here, Timmy. I don't know if you could still hear us.
Like I think they use parts of pig hearts to like create like fix.
I have heard some
stuff. So there are a little bit of pig in some people.
Oh yeah, totally.
Little swine.
Yeah,
wow,
Totally.
That's some cadaver. People have cadaver in them too. Yeah. Yeah. I am wondering though the progression of when.
Yeah, I've got some dead stuff in me.
Of when they're going to switch to just cutting out the burger. And you just, as a vegan, you just go to the Heme shop, and they just got a fucking, 3-foot long fucking, what are those old school squirt guns that you fill up, and they just squirt you a mouthful of Heme for fucking $5?
You see, I was thinking like the old fashioned soda fountains, you know? I mean, play some paintball.
There you go.
Good on my Heme for the day.
Oh,
Can you throw some Heme in my car? It's running low on Heme.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the next step when we find out the cars can run on Heme.
I don't think, what does Heme even look like? I feel like we're not.
Careful Googling that. What does Heme even look like? Girl gets covered in Heme by
I still think it's going to be like who invited Heme?
Yeah.
Who invited Heme?
Heme.
Jesus, I'm curious, but I really don't want to look. When you're looking up here.
I think it's just a.
It's semi-opaque and
They're
white.
just showing the pictures of fake meat.
Quite
viscous.
Is Heme the fake blood?
It looks like it's the fake blood almost. Yeah.
Oh Jesus, guys! I need to talk to you.
Juice, guys.
So I hemed the other
beet
day,
juice.
and it was just. Yeah.
It is. It is the fake blood.
It is the fake blood.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a pool.
Okay.
That just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just not getting better.
No.
So I think in our next horror movie, we're gonna make it completely vegan and use only Heme.
If we make it partly robotic, it could be like the hemorrhoids.
The Heme. You son of a bitch.
We're getting bad. Let's just make it worse.
Oh no, not the hemorrhoids. Vegan robots sent from the future to make us all stop eating meat.
Just spraying us down with their heme.
Their heme hoses.
Heme hoses.
Oh yeah.
by Heme, baby.
Yeah. Brace yourself. Here comes the hose of the heme. Why is it so red?
Oh man, yeah, it's never mind.
It's
The hemorrhoids.
That pig was a very dirty boy. He has quite the infection. That's why it's red.
Yeah.
yeah. Tell you what, he's not. He's about as happy as a human in pigskin right now.
That's not very happy.
That's not very happy. Yeah.
It's getting worse.
Because it's the opposite. As a human in pigskin, you've got to go to work as a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to figure out how to manage your documents with no thumbs or fingers to speak of.
Just little hooves.
Hooves. How do you handle documents with hooves? Hooves weren't meant for documents.
It's okay. You're just stuck in a cage and force-fed until you're fat and then slaughtered. So, I mean, you don't really have to do a whole lot.
But you're a human in pigskin. So, instead of getting slaughtered, you're actually going to have to go to work, do your regular 9 to 5. Talk to Janice at the water cooler. Much as you hate it. Oh, my weekend was fine. I'm not a fucking pig. Don't bring that up. You look upset, Bill. Is everything okay? Sweet. No, Jesus.
Impossible pork is now truly impossible for me to eat.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
never gonna.
absolutely.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to try impossible meats now. I'll eat the shit out of some jackfruit though.
Yeah.
I've never had that either.
Yeah.
Isn't it actually isn't it poisonous or can give you like a really bad case of the shits if it's not cooked right? Like cooked to a certain temperature or something?
Probably.
It's Jamaican, correct? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I thought that. Go ahead. I'm curious because I don't know much about jackfruit.
I mean, all that I know is you can make it taste like pretty much anything. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and it probably does have a thing where if it's not cooked right, you'll shit yourself. But I feel like that's a lot of things in life.
It's if it's not processed right, I think. Like, I think there's some kind of Montezuma's Revenge, but it's like the Caribbean counterpart of that or something like that.
Do you have Montezuma's Revenge? No, I suffer from Caribbean counterpart.
Man, that's a wrestling tag team right there. Oh, fuck
We
yeah.
got a real big match going on today. We got Montezuma's Revenge and the Caribbean counterpart teaming up against your day and the rest of your evening. It's going to be a real shit show here, Bob. Real shit show.
Just picture luchadors with dreads coming out of their masks, poking out, something like that, maybe. Definitely high flyers,
Just shitting all over the place.
Oh, man.
But I think this Impossible Pork thing, we're making it more complicated than it really needs to be, in terms of like jackfruit, or eggplant. I feel like there's plenty of healthy alternatives that we can use and, make. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
just slap some ranch on it and eat your gruel.
there you go. Yeah. There you go.
Because I mean, I'm all for the sustainability of the wave of like, we do need to start reducing our meat consumption. As much as I fucking hate to say that, because all I eat's goddamn meat.
I was going to say,
yep.
Your family might be listening, Dusty. Be careful, buddy.
I mean, I know it's the thing, but I still I think the smart move is using actual, instead of these fake shitty substitutions, making other substitutions that are good on their own right.
Mm-hmm.
And then also figuring out ways to not cut out meat. Don't force someone to go vegan, but we can cut down on our meat. You could give me a burger that's a third dank burger and 2/3 Impossible burger, and I'm going to love that way more than just a helping hork a heme down my throat.
Well, I mean, you cut it down to maybe just 6 servings of meat a day. I guess we can survive on that.
I think so. Possibly. I'll have to check my protein stores for the winter like mountain men. Dusty must check his protein stores to see if he will starve or if he will have to go back into the wilderness to the city market.
Or,
you can have this tasty glass of heme.
A tall glass of heme keeps the doctor at bay. Because the doctor's the one making the heme.
Watch out, it stains the teeth.
Yeah, the red pigment's really got me worried now. What the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
I need to call a professional.
Right.
Something's wrong. I wonder if it looks like beets the next day, too.
Oh, man.
Just eating it, you're like, impossible. Wow, I die. I'm only 26.
Looks like the volcano tacos at Taco Bell. I'll be goddamn.
Yeah. I just eat a heme burger and shit out a perfectly comprised fucking Doritos Locos taco.
Oh man, heme aioli. That'll be a good one.
Oh Jesus. Oh, I don't know what we're cutting out there, but let's go for it. Yeah.
But there's also, I feel like, other sustainable meat options that we could pursue. There's got to be like
crickets.
Yeah, crickets, sea monkeys,
bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
Bamboo.
I mean, I know it's reusable or it grows fast.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could eat it, but
just throw it on some bread.
The truth is,
steam it.
This world's never going to fix itself till we decide to stop being part of the problem and start being part of the solution. So I'm going to live with the koalas. I'm eating only eucalyptus from this day on. I shall live in the trees and strip the barks.
Move really slow.
Yeah, move really slow. Guys, I lasted 2 days, and it looks like I shit a fucking gallon of heme back there. Eucalyptus is tearing up my insides. Turns out humans were meant to live like we do.
It's a virus with shoes.
Yeah. I mean, to an extent, I don't think at any point the human race is at like evolutionary design or whatever. That was ever the point when it was like, we need to evolve to eat cheese puffs. You know what I mean? Like, there are some of our foods where it's like, yeah, no creature was designed to eat that. Someone came up with that, and that's probably going to kill you, but it's fucking delicious. I'll eat a bucket of cheese puffs. And I know that because they only sell them in fucking buckets.
Well, come on. Some things are just fucking great to eat, like Pop Rocks. We evolved to the point where we eat Pop Rocks.
Pop Rocks are great.
Yeah. I mean, gotta love that.
And Impossible Pork could fall under this category of just novelty food item, you know?
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Like astronaut ice cream.
Yeah. There we go. We evolved to eat ice cream in space. Why? Because if I'm in space, I might want some fucking ice cream. You know?
Never know. I feel like if you're in space, you have right to some ice cream. I feel like our astronauts should be treated pretty well because every time one of them goes and comes back, and I know it's not that often, they die. But it is pretty often that they die young from all the cancer they got from being in space for a while. So, like, you know, if someone's up spending 30 days in space, if you know it might take 30 years off their life, give them some goddamn ice cream.
You know why astronauts use Linux?
Really?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Because you can't open Windows in space.
You son of a bitch!
Oh,
Womp, womp, womp.
You know, you set them up, I knock them down. Come on.
Shit. Jesus. I hope we don't start making our astronauts eat heme.
Oh, jeez. I don't think anyone would want to be an astronaut at that point.
You go to space, they
gonna,
said. You can eat all the ice team you want.
All the freeze-dried ice cream you want.
Ice team.
Ice team.
Heme sickles. Oh, Jesus.
But a big old heme sickle in the mouth.
Yeah, you got a big old... Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
That sounds dirty. That
Yikes.
just goes back to some very dirty visual imagery right there.
Stop making me laugh.
Wipe your face off. You got a heme sickle coming off your chin.
You might have just broke my imagination on that. You know?
Yeah. Now, not only am I not eating Impossible Meats, I'm going to church tomorrow.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
It's not allowed right now. Maybe it is now.
I think some churches are allowing, limited congregation.
Now partake in the body of Christ, the blood of Christ, and the heme of Christ.
Well, see, what I really think, you know how they did like the
Elohim.
taxi cab confessionals? I think they should actually do like
Confessional
Zoom
confessionals.
Like you got the Zoom now, so like you have it all recorded. Let's just put it out.
Yeah, right.
That would be great.
Not actually all recorded.
Oh, I know there's ways to Zoom bomb people. That would be the thing to Zoom bomb. Zoom bomb confessional. What's up? Hail Mary, motherfuckers.
I sinned today. I drank a quart of heme and then cursed at an old lady and jaywalked.
Jaywalked. Yeah.
How many Hail Marys?
Oh, Judas Priest.
It's day 32 in the house. My roommate's being a real bitch. I'm just trying to get through, and I'm gonna win this game. God damn it! I'm gonna come out on the other side and win that money. I'm
gonna wipe my ass with this pillowcase.
Oh my God! Pandemic, the reality show.
Pandemic.
Man.
You mean Quarantine Journals? The TV show?
Yeah, I think we started that at one point. Although I never filled up anyone's toothpaste container with heme.
No,
So-
we didn't heme anybody. We did make Timmy wear a gas mask, though, and a cowboy hat,
And plastic
and
bags.
plastic bags around his arm.
And there's actually internet proof of this.
Yeah. Look it up, people, if you want to see that. Quarantine Journals Day 5 by the Howley Boys. You can find it on YouTube or on our Facebook, HAOLEBOYS.
That's great.
I would like to say we've come a long way since day 5, but not really. Timmy doesn't come over anymore. We know that, though.
I know. Apparently, we scared Timmy
That's
off.
why he moved.
Yeah.
We scared him out of the
That
state. He faked an
It scared
injury
the
just to
living
get
heme
out.
of me.
Yeah. He walked out one day and got the text from one of us, and he's like, "Hey, come over. We got an idea. Quarantine Journals, Volume 7." And he's like, "Oh, I'm jumping down a flight of stairs."
You guys.
Eat a barrel of heme, fuckers.
I'm happy as a pig in human skin. Actually, that's the wrong way, right? It's a human and pig skin.
Human and
It's,
pigs. No.
No, pig and human
pig and
skin's the
human
happy
skin.
one. Yeah, human and pig skin's the
Okay.
sad one. Yeah. My wife just dumped me. I'm feeling like a real pig in human skin right now.
It's like melancholy times 10.
Yeah. But then
Yeah,
I went
it's-
out to the bar, got super drunk, and hooked up with a really large girl. Now I'm feeling like a pig in human skin. Boom, boom.
Oh, wow.
I heamed all over her face when I was done, I promise.
I got the heme out there.
Oh, man. Would you guys cook Impossible Pork if it was on the menu?
Impossible.
Mm.
They would look at me and they'd be like, "Could you cook that?" And I'd be like, "That's impossible.
That's impossible.
I have some impossible pork." Impossible. That's not pork.
Yeah. It's probably impossible to order in, too. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta suck it out of the right vegan. Oh, that's impossible.
Yeah, I'd probably go after it just to achieve the impossible.
There you
know?
go.
I mean, for no particular care to have it on the menu or whatever, but just to say I did.
Right.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I mean, I'd be interested to see how it actually works, and I do want to try it at some point just because I'm curious about it. I won't think it's something that I'd go back to time and time again, but I would like to play it around and see how it actually cooks and what it tastes like and all that kind of stuff.
True.
Just because there really isn't anything in this world, for the most part, that I don't want to eat or try to cook.
Yeah. After this conversation, though, I mean,
Shout out to Scarlett Johansson.
Now that's a gal I'd like to heme.
Girl, I'd love to eat you. Oddly, cook you as well.
As the kids say, eat that booty like groceries.
What do they say about cooking it, though?
that booty is groceries.
That booty is my groceries, goddammit.
It's a crime of passion.
It's a crime of passion. What
Like
did
I
you
said,
do?
just
I
slap
cooked
some
an
ranch on it
Black
and go to
Widow's
town.
butthole.
I guess we could probably find the whole origin story of him being a crime of passion. I can see how that started like that, you know?
Next week on Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of assholes, apparently a majority of calamari is actually pig sphincter. They use pig sphincter as a filler or substitute in some brands.
Well, that's why you don't buy pre-sliced calamari. It makes sense because pre-sliced calamari, calamari once you cut it up, looks like it could be pig buttholes.
Yeah.
And if you buy it pre-sliced and pre-breaded,
There's no way to tell.
you're probably buying pig buttholes. And
Yeah.
honestly, as a pork connoisseur, I kind of would be okay eating pig buttholes. I mean, I like calamari, but if you were to ask me if I would rather eat the ass out of a pig or a squid, I'd be like,
Pig all day.
so you're frying it up kind of like chicharrones?
When you put it like that.
When you put it like that, yeah.
One I know you can make taste good.
Yeah, exactly. One's real inky. Talking about the butthole, of course. It's a real inky sphincter.
Put the ink in sphincter.
Wow. Nice. Well, I guess, I wouldn't fucking particularly mind eating pig's butthole or squid. I just want to know that I'm buying or eating what I'm buying here.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's where it comes down
Be
there.
honest about it. Be honest.
Yeah.
Then again, I've been a little bit more adventurous eater in my life than a lot of people have.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. We shall see.
Yeah. I mean, you never know what kind of food you're going to run into with that pre-processed stuff. Like, I know a lot of the calamari I've cooked, all of the calamari I've cooked has been calamari.
Because you had to clean the little fucking slimy
Because
bitches.
if that was a pig's butthole, the pig's got some real weird buttholes. Like, his butthole had eyes and fins and tentacles coming out of the end of it.
Yeah. It's like organic pube things. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. What is that? A pig's defense mechanism, or? Yeah.
That's what happens after it orgasms for half an hour.
Exactly. And then it gets a little Lovecraft at the bunghole.
That's where you get the heme. You milk the tentacles.
you milk the tentacles for their heme. Don't you know anything about pig anatomy?
Duh.
I thought it was when you just dumped the heme in the ocean with salt water or whatever. It grew into fucking squids, maybe.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. That's how it's like tadpoles. Baby pigs start out as squids. And then they grow their legs. And then they grow their other legs. And then their tentacles become curly tails and they crawl out of the water.
It's the circle.
The circle of heme. It moves us out.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what it would be like if Lovecraft wrote The Lion King.
Exactly. And then the pig walks out, but he's got tentacles coming out of his sphincter that birth into a new creature that rules all the 7 kingdoms of the underworld. And I'm super racist.
Jeez.
I like to think too. A lot of the books, his publisher was just looking at him, and he's like, "Okay, awesome. Okay, we're gonna scratch that last sentence out, and you've got a book, sir. Tentacles coming out of butts. That doesn't sound too weird. You forgot the part where I finished with whites are the only race that deserves to survive." And then, yeah, okay, so no, the tentacles in the butts, that's a winner. To be honest, the second part, you may be getting a little weird there.
So this is a little off topic, but kind of not. Was I the only one that was super duper happy to see the pictures of middle-aged white women banned from flying because they were at that
the Trump rally
or the whatever?
Oh man,
the White House
insurrection
riot.
or whatever the hell they called it on the 6th. I don't know. I think I might have been the only one that got a hard on when I saw a middle-aged white woman crying because she couldn't get on a plane.
very satisfying.
It was pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
One of the highlights recently.
I heaved in my pants when I saw that.
They put the erection in insurrection.
I like it. New T-shirt. Here we go.
New T-shirt.
Oh, that is pretty good though. I like that. The erection incident.
Yeah. Look out for the chewed up and spit out teas whenever we get our merch store up.
You won't be able to avoid them.
You won't be able to avoid them because we'll put them in your faces.
Speaking of which, I heard that you put a sticker up at the old roadie.
I did actually. Super happy about that. First line of stickers.
Where'd you end up throwing it?
It's on a fridge, like the far right fridge by the fucking cocktail island while you're ordering from right there, directly across, maybe 10 inches down, right by a sticker of another place that some people used to work at.
Yeah, right next to a sticker from certain Applebee's that me and Kyle worked at for a little while.
Yeah, you know.
It wasn't actually an Applebee's, but we're not saying the name.
An Applebee's,
like a Fuddruckers.
Could it be a TGI
Like a
Fridays? I
Fuddruckers.
heard they went to shit.
See who?
They closed all the TGI Fridays.
No.
Yeah. That's because you could. That makes sense. It makes sense that the concept of TGI Fridays in general would be canceled as of 2020. Like, you're no longer allowed to thank God it's Friday. It's just another day, asshole.
Yeah.
It's the same as fucking yesterday. It'll be the same as goddamn
right,
tomorrow.
Bro? Yeah. Just that's probably how it started. TGIF, right, buddy? I'm your wife, and I've seen you for the last 36 days straight. Fuck you.
Just another day in quarantine now.
It's not even Friday. It's Tuesday. You don't even know the dates anymore. What month is it? January?
Has
It's
anyone?
my motherfucking birthday.
Nice.
It's always my birthday. That's the first quarantine.
Yep.
Second quarantine is like, I
it
don't
rained
get
for
birthdays.
30 minutes. All right?
I don't want a birthday.
I don't get birthdays anymore. I need to save this for the winter. Winter is coming, and with it the dead. Yeah.
Has anyone else had it where people are wearing masks in your dreams?
Oh, I had a dream, I guess, last night, and I forget what it was, but it was a weird, normal, weird, complex, dusty dream, which I have weird, like, super story-driven dreams and shit, where, like, there's missions and goals, and at some point on our way to the goal, me and whoever was with me, I got stuck in a situation where I didn't have a mask, because my mask had fused to the inside of my pocket. And I kept pulling it, but it was the inside of my pocket. It was stuck to it. And I was like, God damn, I don't got the mask. And then I hit a certain point where I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't need it. I have superpowers.
It's my dream. I get superpowers if I want to.
That's how a dusty dream goes. Like, I can't get it out. I'm done stressing about this, though, because we're in a strange store. Probably a dream, so fuck you. I can fly now.
You should try that the next time you go to City Market.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need a mask because I have superpowers.
Fly! Fly! Shit, we're awake, aren't we? Well, okay. I'm going to start that with apologizing for the fact that I'm not wearing pants.
Sounds like you've been here before, Dusty.
I was under the impression I was asleep and I had superpowers. One of those things is not true.
But while I'm here, I just need 20 minutes.
Yeah, I just quick in and out.
Quick in and out. I need enough toilet paper to build a fortress.
Did I find that by the Heme?
Yeah, how much for a Heme of toilet paper? That's another thing. It could be a measurement.
Yeah.
Let me get 2 Hemes of toilet paper from you. You sure? You got a wheelbarrow? Or you want me to just bring the forklift around?
And I was thinking about being lectured by a boss. Like, I really got hemed there. That sucked.
Yeah. But if you got hemed, you got a suit. Yeah. I got really hemed in there. Jeff, we need to have a talk. It's not acceptable for him to hem on you like that. You need to know you have rights.
Is it in my hair or something? What the fuck?
It's in your hair.
Your beard?
Your beard hair. Yeah. And your pig skin appears to be stuck on your taint hair. So,
you know what? Actually, no. I've come full circle on this. I want an impossible fucking pork thing or whatever. And I want to eat it in public around other people who are eating the same thing. And I'll tell them exactly about this whole conversation and just fucking be mowing down on this fucking thing.
Because you've already built up your tolerance
Exactly.
to all of this.
Now I have like a, information to share with people about this. You
So
know?
that'd actually be the funniest way to go out and eat one too. You just go out and get one of the Impossible Burgers, and they give it to you, and you're just sitting there like, just mowing down, just like, fucking, oh yeah, give me that heme. Just keep calling. At one point, pull the burger up and just start dripping it on your face.
Order a burger for each hand.
Yeah.
It's in the heme burger.
So much heme. Do you guys enjoy the Impossible Burger too? Trying to wipe the heme out of your eye. Look into my left eye. My right one's gunk closed.
Sir, you're not allowed to order that anymore. You come in here all the time.
I think after
That's impossible.
That's impossible.
I think after this podcast, I'm going to walk into Burger King and they're going to say, I am the only customer who is not allowed to have it my way. Can I get an Impossible Burger? Yeah. How would you like that? I'm going to kneel down over there. I just want you to sling the heme on my face. Sir, you're making people uncomfortable. Can you leave?
I brought my own kiddie pool. I mean, everybody can get involved.
I thought I was sleepwalking. I'm sorry.
Fuck you. I got superpowers.
Fuck you. I got superpowers. Flight. Okay, hold on. Super speed. No. Teleportation?
You don't want to see me get invisible, motherfucker. So I'll do it.
I'll go invisible right now. I'm invisible now. You can't see me.
I think I'm going to start working on theoretical pork instead of impossible pork.
Ooh. Like an unproven pork?
You get like a mathematical proof whenever you order it with diagrams and charts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's theoretical. Yeah.
This is a graphical representation of pork.
It's a theoretical. It's real theoretical though, because first column just says chicken, and then the rest is just multiplication table that you get in like elementary school.
It's not a good theory, but it is a theory.
Yeah.
Have like proofs on the wrapper. Fucking great.
Oh my god.
It's just a bun. Where's the pork? It's theoretical. We can't prove or disprove the existence of the pork on this sandwich. So right now it's just theoretical. It's Schrodinger's pork.
Can I interest you in some of our hypothetical fries?
Yeah, hypothetical fries. It's an empty container. I do like the idea of Schrodinger sandwich, though. It just served that at like a fast food reference, and it's like it's either a sandwich or it's not.
Or there's just nothing in it.
You don't know until you open the sandwich box.
You still have to pay for it.
You still have to pay for it. It's Schrodinger's sandwich. The sandwich simultaneously exists and doesn't exist in one state until you buy and open the box. Spoiler alert, there's no sandwich in the box.
There's never a sandwich.
There's never a sandwich in the box. That's why we don't have a kitchen. It's just me and a counter and boxes.
Folding boxes all day long.
Schrodinger's burger? How about some hypothetical fries?
I don't think we're going to get rich off that one.
Yeah, that'll be a quick...
I don't know, man. There's some pretentious fucks that would probably be so into that.
Yeah, but
probably.
I was thinking the shift meals would suck, though.
What do you guys want to take home? Schrodinger's burger. We got some hypothetical fries.
You can't take home the Schrodinger steak, though. That's a top dollar item.
Yeah. We got the one actual thing with substance around here is Darwin's milkshake. It's just ice and milk with a vanilla flour wedged in it. It's going to eventually evolve
it'll get there.
into a milkshake.
I see where you're going there. It took me a while.
This is a bad joke.
If we're going this route, we'll have Newton's apple pie.
Newton's apple pie.
Falls from the ceiling.
It's just a pie tin. Gravity will do the rest. Just wait for it. How long am I supposed to wait until the apple falls? Did Newton ask questions? Is that how he got where he was? Yeah,
Kind of. Yeah.
Oh, I have a weird question that I'm really curious about right now. Is Jeopardy now got a new host?
It's in its first elongated phase of guest hosts. And so phase number one.
Guest host.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ken Jennings, of course, got the first honor to do it. I've got mixed feelings about it, but, you know, it's okay.
He did all right on his first week, I feel like. But I feel like it wasn't like... He's a good guest, but he's not a good host. You know what I mean? And sometimes he says stuff like they'll answer something wrong and he'll just make a smug comment. And I'm like, oh, God, kid, if I was there, I would rush the fucking podium. Like, you were a dishonor to fucking Alex. Alex would take any wrong answer. He could be like, what is the color blue? And you could be like, the answer is blue. What is a number?
The only one that thinks it'd be really fun to have it be Samuel L. Jackson. So instead of like what is, it's like motherfucking whatever it is.
Now listen, motherfucker.
Motherfucking double jeopardy.
You got to answer in motherfucker.
I want more than anything. I want Will Ferrell.
What is impossible? What is impossible meat made out of? Motherfucking heme.
There's heme all up in that shit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I could see that one for sure. I mean, Sam Jackson would be great. And my first thought was like Morgan Freeman would be fucking on point with that voice.
Yeah.
But he'd be around for like 3 years, maybe tops. You know?
Yeah, we don't have too much longer with him.
Yeah, it'd be a short investment.
Yeah.
Speaking of not too much longer, Timmy, I do believe I won the Deadpool last year.
I think you did. Unfortunately, this year I don't know what we're gonna do because one of my dudes already kicked the bucket.
Was he a celebrity?
Yeah, it was what the fuck's his name? The goddamn stupid radio host. I can't remember his name right now.
Oh, Larry King. Larry
yeah.
King. Yeah.
Oh, Larry King died?
That fucking
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one down. Usually we get our answers in by this time of the year, or
I know.
I hadn't really put much thought into it, like after last year.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
I know. I don't know. But yeah, I will find a way to get you your Skrilla.
it's all good.
Or
I
don't know.
You know what? You know what? Too?
I'll buy the first round when I come and see you this year at some point.
Sounds good.
You know what we should do also? You guys talking about this, you know, all up on the air and shit, all up in people's businesses. Let's figure out a way to set up a Howley Boys Celebrity Deadpool with a fucking prize. We got prizes. We can figure out prizes.
Yeah.
T-shirts. Get your Keep Dusty High T-shirt or some shit like that.
A Schrodinger burger.
Schrodinger's burger. T-shirt. Yeah.
Lifetime supply.
Yeah. It's either a burger or not a burger until you open the box. Spoiler alert, it's never a burger.
It's never a burger.
Well, this whole Deadpool thing is pretty easy to explain. Been going on for ever, as far as I'm concerned. You know, used to play it a lot at the Yamhill Pub. Miss you guys up there. You know, yearly bets. Okay, what you do is you pick a celebrity. First and foremost, big rule: you cannot be involved in the celebrity's death.
Yeah, that's the number one rule. So no fucking, none of you fucking, what's his names joining our fucking shit and being like, okay, I said Kennedy, I'm gonna go fucking kill him. By what's his names, I mean the CI goddamn A.
Yeah, you know, you can't be doing that. However, you pick a list of 10 celebrities, throw down in the pot, you know, and if that celebrity passes in that allotted year span or whatever, you take the age that they died at and subtract that from 100, and that gives you your base amount of points, you know. So say if they're 91 years old, like Larry King was, you know, subtracted by 100.
Not a lot of points.
That's 9 points,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. You want to get a 27
I thought it
clubber.
was 87.
You want to get a LeBron
Probably,
or
actually,
I thought it was
Timmy.
like
Kobe Bryant.
You want to get Kobe.
I think you're right, Timmy.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. However, there are some fun multipliers that we could add in there, you know?
Yeah.
So if said celebrity were to overdose and die, that's a ×2 multiplier, you know? If they took their own life, that's a ×3 multiplier on your base number. And the grand finale, if they were assassinated, that's a ×4, you know, multiplier.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, if they went down at 91 years old, that's a 9 for a base. And what do you know? They were assassinated 9 times 4, 36, you know, so not a bad start there, you know. Last year, I took my victory over Chimmy with Alex Trebek, which we both had on ours, but I had the kicker because I also had Sean Connery. And not a lot of points, but enough to edge or the win.
Yeah.
That's a low scoring game there, right? You want a Heath Ledger.
Oh,
that's
man.
what you want. You want a Heath Ledger. You want a fucking Kobe Bryant.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Kobe would have been a good one.
Yeah. You want to
Kobe Bryant's daughter.
Oh shit, even better.
Oh my god, you son of a bitch! But that would have been the move for the
But
points.
she's not a celebrity, so.
Close enough.
True.
I mean, you didn't name her by name. You said Kobe Bryant's daughter, so that works.
Oh, man.
That's
But we have one rule that's unorthodox, and that is Keith Richards is all or nothing because he's a fucking vampire.
Keith
and he will
Richards
never
is
die.
the big money. Keith Richards
Yeah,
is the
that's-
big money shot.
You only get one guess. If you guess, you know, if you go over Keith Richards, you don't get 9 other people on your list. It's all or nothing. You know.
Okay. Betty White too. She's been kicking it for a while.
Yeah, she's 101. That'd be negative points.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not a great one.
Yeah, actually, that's a thought to watch
Yeah.
out for. You don't want to go over the hundo
Yeah.
because if they're over 100, you're gonna lose points
True.
for their dead.
Okay, that makes sense.
I guess.
Unless-
what about unless they like suicided? Would that just reverse it so it's like 1 times? You know.
Well, -1 times 4 is -4, so it's
It's still negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe we could make a converse
It's just
though.
4
Like,
negative points.
That's what I was thinking. It should work the other way. You know what I mean? Maybe not like multiply it, but at least like switch it to positive. You know, we'll work out the rules, people. We'll work out the rules before we post this.
yeah, and just I guess it sounds like we might land it on a website once we build a website too. You know.
Yep, we're gonna have a website, and we'll put the Deadpool up there. You'll also be able to see it on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that bullshit.
Fuck. Might even get it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Get my list on a t-shirt.
Get the list on a T-shirt. Actually, that's good.
That would be cool. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
you might find yourself having some awkward conversations when people ask you about.
Right.
It also used to be an official rule that it had to be written on a bar napkin.
That's true. For the last, I want to say 12
But yeah, it
years.
also used to be a rule that it had to be written on a bar napkin.
Yeah, it was always recorded on a bar napkin and put in a manila envelope. And usually that manila envelope was held by a trusty bartender, typically, but you know.
Yeah. Well, if we're putting it out there for other people to join, then we'll do a virtual manila envelope. But I do like the idea of no, I don't. I was gonna say I like the idea of them sending us pictures of bar napkins with their Deadpools on them. But
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
but that'd get
hard to read.
A little tricky.
Yeah, that could get hard to read.
You know.
But you know what? Okay, no, if you guys are out there, you're listening. Send us,
You can have a
get your list together on a bar napkin, and we're gonna put out the post here pretty soon. And you fuckers better send us your Deadpools to get in on it. We'll keep tally. The winner will get a T-shirt and a bumper sticker,
and a good job.
and a good job, and you'll get an attaboy, which is worth more than both of those.
Hell yeah.
And a gallon of heme.
And we'll give you a gallon of Howley Boys Heme, courtesy of everyone on the podcast. All of our guests will contribute to the heme.
we better start making it now.
Got to work on
Better
it.
start collecting now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, we're going to have, we've had a lot of guests. We're going to have heme sent from Japan and from all across the world. New York. We're going to get that New York City heme.
Oh, man.
It's real angry.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is what I did with my life. I became a heme harvester, I guess.
Harvester of heme.
Oh, my God.
Judith Priest.
There's something fucking wrong with us, guys. You know that?
There's a few things. Yeah, I think we've had a good talk. It's been great having you, Kyle.
Thank you.
This is probably going to be our last in-house podcast for a while. That's sad, but
thanks for having me on. It was good to catch you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We'll definitely have you on virtually.
I'd love that.
From up in the big city. And look forward to me coming and crashing on your couch to do some comedy up there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Have you on theoretically?
Yeah.
Man.
You can crash on my theoretical couch. It's a corner.
It's the floor.
Hypothetically, I'll give you my address.
Right. I did, hypothetically.
You went to the wrong place. You went to the address I gave you, but it was the wrong place. You slept on a stranger's floor.
But yeah, hopefully all this COVID stuff will clear up soon, and we'll be back in each other's houses.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll blow over instead of just blowing, which was what it did all last year. God. It just blew.
Yeah.
Like we can all be as happy as pigs in human skin.
Yeah. We got gallons of heat.
Pigs in human skin.
Yeah. Good times, everybody.
Right. On that one, I'm going to say later, guys. It was a pleasure, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah. All right. Take care, Timmy.
Take care, Timmy. Good night, everybody.
Happy good nights.
Good night.